నుంచి ఆన్ లోనే ఉందాం అనుకున్నా మాతాజీ. ఇది మాట్లాడుతూనే ఉంది, మధ్యలోకి వస్తే పట్ల అయినా కానీ ఉంచిన ఇంకా ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడుతుంది అని మ్యూట్ పెట్టేసిన ఇంకా నేను. అందుకే లైవ్ పెట్టట్లే మాతాజీ. చాంటింగ్ పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది ఇట్లా ముచ్చట్లు పెడుతుంటే. ఓకే, ఎనీవే వి ఆర్ నౌ లైవ్. లెట్స్ స్టార్ట్ రీడింగ్ Ekadasi glories.
Indira Ekadasi ki jai.
I don't know, new update has come in Zoom. It looks different now. Zoom is different. Okay.
Summary or
Yeah,
company?
Something came, new thing came in Zoom now.
Vrinda Gopika Mataji joined Mataji ippudu.
Oh, very nice. Vrinda Gopika Mataji joined.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna
Pranam to all
Mataji.
Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila
You were there in the
Hare
call.
Krishna Balvrinda, Dandavat Pranam.
By
Sudevi Dandavat
mistakenly
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Vrinda
Krishna
बंद
beta.
कर दिया by mistakenly. वो end call.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Hare Krishna. Ayo, I forgot. Adya. Hare Krishna Adya. Welcome to the call. Thank you for chanting and thank you for being there with your mom. And Hare Krishna Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Hare Krishna Bala Vrinda. So happy Ekadasi. Happy Indira Ekadasi. Vrinda will start reading and then we will take turns to read.
Krishna Maharaj said,
Louder.
Oh Madhusudana, oh killer of Madhu demon, what is the name of Ekadashi that occurs during dark fortnight? Krishna Paksha of the month of Ashwin. September, October, please describe its glories to me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna then replied, the holy day is called Indira Ekadashi. If a person fasts on this day, all his sins are eradicated, and his forefathers who have fallen into hell are liberated. Oh, best of the kings, one who simply hears about the sacred Ekadashi achieves the great merit earned by performing a horse sacrifice.
Read.
In the Satya Yuga, there lived a king named Indra, who was so powerful that he destroyed all his enemies. His kingdom was called Mahishmatipuri, the glorious of highly religious king. Indra took good care of his subjects, and therefore, Therefore, he was rich in gold grandsons and grandsons. He was greatly devoted to Lord Sri Vishnu as well. He was especially engaged chanting my name, calling out Govinda, Govinda. In this way, King Indrasena systematically dedicated himself to pure spiritual life and spent much time meditating on the absolute truth. One day, as King Indrasena happily and peacefully presided over his assembly, the perfect orator Sri Narada Muni was seen descending white as a conch, shining like the moon, like jasmine flower, like a lightning bolt. Narada Muni descending from the sky, he is decorated with matted locks of reddish hair. The king offered Devarshi Narada, the saint among the demigods, great respect. By greeting him with joyed palms, inviting him into the palace, offering him a comfortable seat, washing his feet, and speaking sweet words of welcome. Then Narada Muni said to Maharaj Indrasena, "O king, are the 7 limbs of your kingdom prospering?"
Correct.
The 7 limbs of a king's domain, beginning the king's well-being himself, the ministers, his treasury, the military forces, his aliens, the brahmanas, the sacrifice performed in his kingdom, and the needs of king's subjects is your mind observed in thinking of how you can purposely perform your occupational duty. Are you becoming more and more devoted and dedicated to the service of Supreme Lord Sri Vishnu? The king replied, by your great grace, oh greatest of sages, everything is quite well today. Just by your presence, all the sacrifices in my kingdom are successful. Please show me mercy and explain the reason for your kind visit.
Right.
Wait, should I read that paragraph?
Wait. 1 second.
Yashi Narada.
Adi.
Sri Narada, the sage among the Devas, then said, "Oh, lion among kings, listen to me." Astonishing words. When I descended from Brahmaloka to Yamaloka, Lord Yamaraj praised me very gracefully and offered me an excellent seat as I glorified his truthful and wonderful service to the Supreme Lord. I noticed your father is Yamaraj assembly, though he had been very religious because he broke an Ekadashi fast prematurely. He had to go to the Yamaloka. Your father gave me a message for you. He said, Maheshmati lives in a kingdom named Indra. Please tell him about my situation here. That's because of my past sinful deeds, I have somehow been forced to reside in Yamaraj's kingdom. Please give him this message from me. Oh, son, kindly observe the coming Indira Ekadashi and give me in charity so I can go upward to heaven.
Thank you, Vrinda. Harita Mataji, read Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Philosophically, we can understand that every living entity is an individual, and individually, everyone has to practice Krishna consciousness to traverse back to home, back to Godhead. As stated in Garuda Purana, someone who is suffering in hell cannot practice Krishna consciousness because this requires some mental peace, which the reactionary torture of hell makes impossible. If a relative of a sinner suffering in the hell gives some charity in the name of the sinner, he can leave hell and enter the heavenly planets. But if the sinner's relatives observes this Ekadashi fast for his sufferings, kinsman, and the kinsman goes directly to spiritual world. As stated in this narration based on Brahma Vaivarta Purana. Narada continued, just to deliver this message, O king, have I come to you. You should help your father by observing the fast of Indira Ekadashi. By the merit you gain, your father will go to heaven. King Indrasena asked, O great Naradji, please be merciful and tell me specifically how to observe a fast on Indira Ekadashi. And also tell me during what month and on what day it occurs. Naradmuni replied, O king, please listen as I describe to you the full process of observing the Indira Ekadashi. This Ekadashi occurs during the dark fourth night of the month of Ashwin. On the Dashmi Tithi, the day before Ekadashi, rise early in the morning, take bath, and then do some services for the god with full faith. At noon, bathe uh, again in running water, and then offer oblations to your forefathers with faith and devotion. Be sure not to eat more than once on this day, and at night sleep on the floor. When you awaken on Ekadashi morning, cleanse your mouth and teeth thoroughly, and then with deep devotion for the Lord, take this screwed oath. Today I shall fast completely and give up all kinds of sense enjoyment. O lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead, O infallible one, please give me shelter at your lotus feet. At noon stand before the sacred form of Sri Shaligram Shila and worship him faithfully. Following all the rules and regulations, then offer oblations of ghee into the sacred fire and tarpana directed to help your forefathers. Next, feed qualified Brahmins, obviously non-grain prasadams, and offer them some charity according to your means. Now take the food pindas you offered to your forefathers, smell it, and then offer it to a cow. Next, worship Lord Rishikesha with incense and flowers, and finally remain awake all night near the deity of Lord Sri Keshava. Early in the morning of the next day, Dwadashi Tithi, worship Sri Hari with great devotion and invite Brahmin devotees to a sumptuous feast. Then feed your relatives and finally take your meal in silence. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Vrinda Gopika Mataji.
Hare
please
Krishna Mataji,
complete
should
it,
I
Mataji.
continue?
Mataji, Vrinda Gopika Mataji will finish it off.
Okay.
Beta,
Vrinda Gopika Mataji.
you continue, Mataji. Not able to read, beta.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Can Vrinda read, Mataji?
Yeah,
Harita
sure,
Mataji,
sure.
she'll finish
Sure,
it
sure.
off.
Beta,
Okay.
Brinda, beta, done what?
Read.
Okay. Oh, King, if you truly observe a fast on Indira Ekadashi in this way with controlled senses, your father will surely be elevated to the abode of Lord Vishnu. After saying this, Deva Rishi Narada immediately disappeared from senses.
Seen.
Seen to bless someone else with his presence. King Indrasena followed the great saint instructions peacefully. Instructions perfectly.
Nice. Yeah.
Observing the fast in association of his relatives and servants as he broke his fast on the Dwadashi Tithi. Flowers fell from the sky. The merit that Indrasena Maharaj earned by observing the fast released his father from the king of Yamaraj and caused him to attain a complete spiritual body indeed. Indrasena saw him rising to the abode of Lord Hari on the back of Garuda Vahan. Indrasena himself was about to rule his king without any obstacles, and in time when he handed over the king to his son, he also went to the spiritual realm of Vaikuntha. Oh, Yudhishthira, this all are the glories of the Indira Ekadashi, which occurs during the dark fortnight of month of Ashwin. Whoever hears or reads this narration certainly enjoys life in this world, is freed of all reactions to his past sins, and at the time of death returns home back to Godhead, where he lives eternally. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Ashwin Krishna Ekadashi or Indira Ekadashi, taken from the Brahma Varta Puran. Hare Krishna. Varta Puran. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Indira Ekadasi ki
Jai.
Jai, Bal Vrinda,
Jai.
Bal Ananya